Yo, 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 what is going on, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. It is Wednesday, midweek special. We're going to be talking about hypes today. I'm going to actually go through two hypes because I'm actually only in two hypes right now that are actually paying, okay? And that is the old versus the new today, okay? And the old being Loantech, which is still paying daily for, I don't even know what it is now, 254 days or so. And of course, now the new one, which I got into yesterday, which is CloudBTC. So I'm just going to go through a quick rundown on both of those. We're going to also test a couple of withdrawals to see if they're paying and just go through the general details and all that kind of stuff. Now, before we get started, the usual disclaimer does apply, guys, especially with hypes. Okay, hypes are high yield investment platforms. Okay, they are very, very high risk. In fact, in my opinion, the most highest risk things you can do with crypto, and you should see it as gambling, not investing. Okay, with hypes, you're essentially giving away your crypto to somebody and hoping that they're going to give it back to you at the end of a cycle plus interest, okay, or plus profits. Now, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but that's why we say it's a gamble. Okay, so only use fun money. I'm not going to say use what you can afford to lose because, well, we don't like losing money. For me, I use profits. And if it pays, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So let's start with the old. Okay, we'll start with Loantech. Now, this thing has just been paying and paying and paying. Okay, it is a 3% daily plan. All right, but they do pay hourly, and it's a forever plan. Now, of course, we know with forever plans, it's not forever until, of course, it isn't, okay, or it will keep paying until it doesn't, okay, until these guys disappear. And usually with hypes like that, you know, I prefer to see hypes that have cycles, so we know that there's going to be an end date. But with this, the nice thing is that after 22 days, you can withdraw, right? And I mentioned this in my last video, your active loan principal. So for example, if you invest like I did, I think it was just over 400, but let's say $400. Every day you're going to be making a 3% daily return of $12 up until day 22, where you can actually withdraw that principal. And if you do withdraw that principal, you'll still carry on making a 3% daily return. So, you know, it's a great hype. This thing has just beaten all expectations as it comes to hypes. Look, 254 days. The active members, the numbers are just going up. I mean, yesterday was 1,200,000 and something. Yeah, or my last video anyway. Yeah, the numbers are just increasing. And again, like I said, I think a big factor of that is the psychological factor now. You know, even for me, I like to go in things day 0, day 1, day 2, day 3. If a whole week goes by and I'm not in it, this is my own personal strategy. I don't jump into hypes, but this has been going on for so long. I thought, well, you know what? I'd rather go into this now. And if it just exit scams, it exit scams. But if it doesn't, and it goes on for, I don't know, let's say another 2-3 months, then happy days all round, right? And I think a lot of people are thinking that and investing into this. And, you know, they're massive on their Telegram. They've got a Facebook page, which they're constantly updating daily. Yeah, you know, I can't speak highly enough for this one. Well, and I'll keep speaking highly about it until, well, it stops paying. But let's just go to the dashboard quickly so we can have a look at what's going on. Now, for me, I've already broken even. Okay, as you can see here, I have withdrawn $601, and you know that's also because I'm a YouTuber, right? And I do get referral commission. And that's not to say, guys, that you can't do that too. All right, I know a lot of people. I did see a comment on one of my videos. Someone saying, you know, only you YouTubers make money out of these things. No, if you'd got into this Loantech on day 1, you would be well in profit. Okay, yes, granted, you know, this is a unicorn out of the whole hype space, but you know, it's not about that. But of course, you can get your link out there to other people as well, guys. You know, it's not just for YouTubers. Your link is going to be down here. If you want to get that ROI quicker, share your link out. Okay. Of course, I always say to everybody, share your link out responsibly. Okay, do share it out responsibly. But yeah, you can share your link out, all right, and get those returns quicker. You don't even have to do it on YouTube. You can do it on Facebook. You can have a Twitter group. You can do whatever you like. In fact, I'm actually going to be creating a new playlist soon. How to get started with YouTube, and also, you know, team building and all that kind of stuff. So I think that'll be quite interesting when I do get on with doing that. So, I don't know, there's some weird noises going on outside. Anyway, let's make a withdrawal, guys. I mean, as you can see, I've got 941. In fact, if I wait another hour or so, I'll get my $12 something. But you know what, for the sake of this video, let's do the withdrawal. So all you've got to do, guys, is hit the withdraw button here. As we can see, I've got 941 to withdraw, so I can copy that and put it in this amount. Make sure that Bitcoin is selected here, and I'm going to click proceed. It's going to ask me for my PIN. There it is. And there we go. Okay. The only thing about Loantech is that the payments are manual withdrawals. Okay, they are manual withdrawals, so sometimes you have to wait anything between 15 minutes and at the most an hour. But this is something, again, that's been running for 254 days and that's consistently paid out in the same way. So with this hype, I'm not necessarily too bothered about the manual withdrawals. No one likes manual withdrawals, everyone likes instant, right? But it is Loantech, and I'm not too worried about it. Anyway, so yeah, guys, if you do want to get into this, by the way, just click add loan. You're going to choose e-wallet. Account balance would only be if you had an actual balance in here and you wanted to use that. So for example, those $9 whatever, or $11 whatever that was, I could have reinvested that back in. But yeah, click e-wallet, click Bitcoin, unless you want to pay with any of these two nonsense payments. Write down the amount and then go through the standard procedure. Okay, you're going to get the Bitcoin address to send it to, and of course the exact amount of Bitcoin that you're sending. All right, it's as easy as that. It's very, very simple. You wait for your confirmations to go through, and that is that. But yeah, Loantech is booming. I'm very, very happy that I did jump into that when I did. I had kicked the tires on this one for way too long. And yeah, well, I'm glad now it is working and doing its thing. Of course, guys, if you do want to jump in on this, if you're feeling froggy like nobody says, then go to my link tree. In fact, let me just show you that now here. And there's the Loantech button right there. Okay, so if you just click that, that will take you straight to Loantech, and you'll be able to sign up and deposit. Okay, very, very simple. So that's the old. Let's go with the new, and the new is this CloudBTC. Now, this got brought to my attention a couple of days ago. I got in on this on day 0. What are we at right now? It's going to tell us somewhere here. Right at the bottom, there we go. Running days 2. Okay, so it's still only on the second day. I got in on this on day 0 because, well, let's refresh that actually, because I didn't refresh this from before. Yeah, I got in on this on day 0, and yeah, the total members is increasing. It is a brand new hype. Okay, and let's have a look at the plans. We've got a 5% daily plan, but again, it does pay hourly, and this one is instant withdrawals, guys. If you are going to put anything in more than 0.3 BTC, then of course you can go for the 6% and so on. Your usual calculators and stuff here. All this stuff you can read on your own. They've got this they've got this funky video which I'm not going to play the whole thing. Anyway, right, you know the rest. You can watch that in your own time. Yeah, instant withdrawals, guaranteed success. Well, that's yet to be seen. And data protection, all this kind of stuff. Right. Anyway, all this stuff is there. A good referral commission. All right, guys. So again, if you're going to put your link out, if you want to share your link, which I really do advise you guys to do, again, responsibly. Remember, these are hypes, and you have to make sure that you do that responsibly and let people know that this is high risk and pure gambling. But you can do that and get referral commission for that. So yeah, this thing's been running for 2 days. It's doing its thing. I've been getting paid every hour. We've got some new deposits in here. Let's see, withdrawals, Oracle Omax. Great to see my buddies in this as well. Yeah, this let's just jump straight into the back office. I mean, yeah, you can see here they've got Facebook and Telegram as well. Not that this means anything. All right, it really doesn't mean that this thing's going to last longer than any others, just because it's got social media presence or anything like that. But yeah, you can check it out if you want to. So the back office looks like this. It's quite simple, very easy to use, very easy to get around. I went in with 0.04. Okay, so it was just over $400 or so at the time. And I have earned altogether, or sorry, I've withdrawn altogether 0.01. Okay. Again, with hypes, guys, they are time sensitive. Okay, forget Loantech, because that's been going on for way too much time to even consider about time. But even that as well, right? Every day you delay, just remember this. Every day you delay getting into a platform that's a hype, you're increasing your risk by a day. Okay, by a day, every single time. So, just keep that in mind. If you're going to go into something and you're on the fence and you're not sure, but you think you might, then I would suggest go into it quicker and sooner rather than later, just to at least maximize your profits or minimize the damage, right? When it comes to these kind of things. Anyway, to make a deposit, or no, let's just check the withdrawals work. This is instant, guys, so we can see that right now. Let's click Bitcoin. I'm not interested in anything else. right click, copy, put that down there, request, of course, 2FA, hit confirm, batch ID. Oh, I was waiting for the sound of Exodus, but I didn't have it open. Oh shit. But anyway, I'll check that out in a second, but I won't, but I know that's gone through. In fact, you know what, let me just check it now. Just for your own satisfaction. And there it is. There we go. We heard the nice sound that we were looking for. Right, anyway guys, so yeah, it is paying, it is doing its thing as it should be. If you want to make a deposit in this, again, very simple, just click make a deposit. Here they take BTC, okay, so you're not going to write $300 or $500. You want to put in the amount of BTC that you want to put down, so let's say 0.02 or whatever. You're going to select your plan. Of course, you can't select this one because that would be under the threshold. Choose your currency, okay, you know, Bitcoin, Litecoin, you got all the other stuff there, you got these two, again, bits of nonsense that I've never used and I never will. Click spend, and of course it will then take you to the deposit screen again, where you've got the QR code, the address to send it to, and the amount of Bitcoin you're going to be sending. Remember guys, when you do these things, don't send from exchanges, send from, you know, like an external wallet, okay, or a desktop wallet like I use, like Exodus. They, you know, exchanges don't like these kind of platforms, okay, obviously. And of course, when you do set up your Bitcoin wallets, and as you can see from mine here, see it begins with a 1. Okay, very important with anything. In fact, with everything that I go into, regardless whether it's a hype or not, I always use this address, okay, the legacy address, not this SegWit address, because this is the one that's most widely used and the oldest kind of address. So make sure you do that as well. But yeah, you know, this thing is paying every hour. I registered, as you can see, 2 days ago, which was on day 0. If you do go into this, guys, again, another reminder, set up your 2FA. But yeah, you know, that's the old and the new. Which one do I prefer? Well, I really like the fact that this, you know, I got in, you know, very nice and early, and it is still early. Day 2 is considered, you know, early still in my book. Now, it doesn't mean this can't exit scam tomorrow. Of course it can. But for me, my rule is I go in between day 0 and day 3 or day 4, anytime in the first week. Okay, if I see that hype is good enough and I'm really, you know, liking it, then, you know, I'll go in the first week. Anything beyond the first week, I tend not to, and I mostly remove my links, okay, unless there's, you know, other instances like Bitera and stuff where I didn't. But you know, I will remove my links after about a week, or if basically I see it as if I wouldn't go into it at that point, then I remove my links, okay, because I wouldn't want any of you guys going in if I wouldn't go in at that point. Again, you know, this is all gamble money, it is all fun money, so you know, be prepared. Whatever happens, it's like going into a casino, you know, and putting money down on red or black. Okay, it's 50-50 chance. I know, again, what was it, Crypto Ball put a comment on one of my other videos saying, well, actually red or black, and you know, in roulette isn't 50-50, you've got the green to consider. I thought, come on. Pedantics, for God's sake, you know what I mean, right? Either you're going to win or you're going to lose. This is why we play these things. But for me, when it comes to investments in crypto and passive income, I love my low risk stuff, of course, because that's my long term, my real investments that I go into. My midterm stuff, which used to be cash effects and everything else, which I'm not in anymore. But I have gone into that Cubitech. If you haven't checked that video out, I'll put that in the top right corner of your screen. Okay, that's kind of, in my opinion, could be the next cash effects. Okay, that's a midterm platform right there. And of course, you've got your high risk stuff, which is, you know, your hypes, which are not investments whatsoever. They are just gambles. So do not put your mortgage money, do not put your, you know, your utility money, don't put the money that you're going to be using for something else. Certainly don't use money that you can't afford to lose. So on that one, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. You know, you got the old versus the new. Let's see which one outlasts the other. That's going to be an interesting challenge right there. Which one's going to last longer? My bets are on this one. Funnily enough, but who knows, right? They're hypes, anything can happen. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed these videos. Don't forget, this is not financial advice. This is just a bit of entertainment and education. If you don't like hypes, then, you know, don't go into them. Just watch and enjoy the show, so to speak. All right, guys. Anyway, I'm going to get on with some other videos for later on as well. Hope you have a cracking rest of the day, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.